Hey everyone, welcome to my multiplayer survivor series on the Spinalcraft server. Today, I've got to do something about this. This is no way to grow Netherwart at all. Even with the speed boost, you can't get that much grown when you go and replant it. It's just not good for volume, and we know that I'm all about doing the largest, most obnoxious builds that I could possibly do. If I can't get 5, 10, 15 double chests full of it in a fairly short period of time, then I'm not doing it right. So today's episode is going to involve us getting mad at the rain, but it's also going to involve us doing our best to see what I can't do about making a massive Netherwart farm. I've been doing it manually for a little bit. In fact, over here, over here you can see I've got a small bit of Netherwart. This is what I've done manually just from this little pod right here. That's not going to work, so let me get some more mats together, do some scouting around, find a place, and we'll get started. Okay, I'm back. Found a spot that I want to put the Netherwart farm. It's, again, over near my wheat farm. You know, the ice machine, the new ice machine, is back over on the other side doing its thing. So I grabbed some blocks here. What I think I want to do is I want to have a farm with multiple tiers. And, yep, didn't want to do that, but that's okay. I'll get them in a minute. Want to have a farm with multiple tiers, but I don't want them to be... I want them to be staggered. There we go. That's what I mean to say. So what I'm going to do is start off with the initial level here, and then stagger them back a level. I'm not going to make it that tall because I feel like frequent farming will take care of most of the issues. So you know, actually looking at it, I think I just want it to go straight up. So that's what I think I'll design, is one that goes straight up. We'll do it like this. And the mechanism for harvesting them all will be back here, but for now, just putting out some clay as my building block to see. I definitely wanted to be, you know, red in theme. The ice building will be the ice kind of motif in this building, because it's Netherwart will be a fire motif. Let's see here. So I want. Let me grab some of these. Make these sticky pistons. All right. Just for now, I want to kind of get a visual. That's not going to work. We're going to do this. Actually, that red clay can stay. Let me swap this out for a different block. Don't want to have to farm red clay needlessly. Let me get this stone block here. Okay. So there's one layer, and nope, gotta go back one further. There we go. Yep, that's the depth that we needed back, because we needed to be able to pull the soul sand. I wanted to pull the soul sand flush with this wall. So, come on now. Just like that. We'll do the same thing on the other side later. I just want to get it built so I can show you what I'm talking about here. And I'll just use that as a spacer for now. There we go. Probably going to need some ladders. And some half slabs. Definitely gonna need some half slabs. Good thing I brought them. And just like this. What we'll do is we'll take this out. I guess I could have left it there, but that's what I really want. Alright. So I can come in and hit my head. Really? That should be 1, 2. Oh, let's see. Okay. Alright. Having a blonde moment there. And there we go. That's what I want. Or do I? So I'm kind of stuck in the design process here. Part of me wants the levels to be straight up. Then we could just activate them, pull the soul sand back, and all of the netherwart will fall just straight into these chests here. Part of me wants to stagger it. Yeah, I'm going to go with what I got for now. So I'm going to need this row back here anyway, so we're going to go ahead and finish that, and then I'll do 2 levels for now and get it running, and then we'll go back and whoops, missed a row. Then we'll go back and work out the kinks for filling it in. I know I wanted multiple levels. I wanted to be able to run in, plant both sides, hop up, probably on a ladder on the end here. You know, just have a vertical wall up with a ladder, and then run along and do the other one. Come back, go up the ladder, go down and do the next one. Do not have any wood on me, I don't think, to do the ladder. Nope. Go grab some of that real quick. Excuse me. The ice machine, man, powering right through whole blocks of ice. And there goes the storm, so off goes the weather. It's crazy with the thunderstorms that they have now, how you'll get, you know, spamming of lightning just repeatedly over and over and over. It gets to be obnoxious. No real lightning storm works like that. I'm not quite sure why they did it that way, but hopefully that's one of the things that the new, well, not the new team, I guess the folks at Microsoft purchasing Mojang, hopefully that's one of the things they take a look at. I'd like to see them take the resources from some of Microsoft's developers and actually go through and make some of those changes that we've all been wanting, but the guys at Mojang just hadn't been able to dedicate the time or just didn't see fit to fixing. Boat mechanics would be huge for me. I'd love to be able to properly use boats and not have to worry about them ghosting or breaking in a weird spot or any of that other such nonsense. Let's see. I'll take this back 1. Oh, I guess I should have. That's okay. Alright, that'll be our ladder up. So we'll just come up to the next level here, plant our row, come back up, go up to our next level. I don't know how high I'm going to need it, so I'm just going to do this for now. There we go. Alright, I'm going to build a couple of more levels to this, get sort of a frame going, and then we'll get working on the redstone. So I'll be back in a few moments. Okay, and I'm back. I've done some work. I've been very busy here. So I've got the farm set up with 5 tiers. And you go through and you can populate or plant the first level with on the bottom floor. You go up and then you can populate the second and third. and then you go up one more time and you can populate the next 2 floors. So you got 5 floors, 10 across. That's 100 per harvest. Return rates seem to be somewhere in the neighborhood of 1.5 to 2 netherwort per planting. So actually, whoops, grabbing those blocks. Haven't done too bad here. Just been testing it really. On this side here, was looking for a way to stagger the harvesting. I want the top row to go in first, then the bottom, then the third, then the fourth, all the way down, so that the tiers, the drops drop down sequentially instead of all of them dropping out at one time and popping. Every time I've had a farm like that, it seems to act a little weird. The sugarcane does that, as a matter of fact, but I thought it was a nice effect too. I just went through and just each level drew it back. So what I'm going to do now, let me tear this up and replace it with stone brick. What I've done, oh, and also I went through, yeah, cut through here. I went through and widened it. I was worried when I had it with only one gap in the middle that stuff would fall and just rest on these pieces, and sometimes I'm just going to harvest it and run away. I don't want to replant it necessarily right away. So I thought by opening it up, it would give the stuff a better chance. And then I have 2 sets of hoppers, one under here and then another row under here on both sides, so that it can catch the majority of everything that pops out. So what I'm going to do real quick is go over here on this other side, and we're going to start off by building this tower that I have over here on this side, and then we'll give it all a test and you guys can see precisely how it's going to work out. Let's see, measure what I did over there real quick before I get too turned around. I did go through and remove these blocks. I'll get that one when I get up there. Let's see here. Need one to start with, so we'll start with that one. 1, 2. Actually, I did that wrong. There we go. Here, I'll do it this way. Just to have something to start the slabs off of, so that they do what I want them to do. So here we go. Now on this bottom tier, I've also got the slabs here alternating, going up, in order to be able to chain the signal all the way up without having to run some sort of excessive amount of like pistons or some sort of combination like that. Now this bottom tier, yep, we want it to be 3 repeaters, and I want it all the way set to full. And then what we're going to do is put the redstone torch there so that it will activate it. Now this staring up of redstone here actually runs straight into the block the redstone torch is on, so it can turn it off. So we'll go up another level here, and we'll put that one in there, and we'll just continue. Ooh, I can barely reach that. Okay. The next tier, oh, it's 2 full. And there. And then of course, whoop, just like that. I'm gonna put this next one while I'm here. Save myself some trouble. And that will go there. And that will go there. Alright, this next one is 2, but it's this front repeater is should be at 2 ticks. So that's 2 ticks. That's at 4. There we go. Bob's your uncle. And while I'm here, go ahead and start up that tier and that one. Raise up. This is kind of the mundane part of it. This next one only has one repeater, but it's set to 4 ticks. Get some more redstone here. Run this like this. And we're going to go up with our block. Of course, our redstone torch. And then we're going to do our last level. And we just need one to come up here for this. There we go. Alright, there's that. Now this has a repeater, but it's just to carry the signal. You'll notice it's set at 1 tick. So there we go, and let me remove this dirt. So, let's see here. Let me see if I can't stand back far enough for you to see what's going on. Well, you won't be able to see anything with that dirt. So let's get that going. Okay. So what we've got is we've got delays on each level. The delay on the bottom is longer than the delay on the top. And so what you'll notice if you watch the pistons carefully, they go in on the top first and go in on the bottom last. So we take the signal out, they go back in the same way. Again, that's just me. That's mostly aesthetics. I just want to make it so that I hate gravel. I just want to make it so that I can have the stuff drop down layer by layer. So where am I at here? Oh, that's my stair. Okay. So we're around to the front. Now I need a button someplace that won't activate a piston. So I think I'm going to put it right there, actually. That should not update. If I put the button and put the redstone below it, let me just make sure real quick. Yep, okay, great. So what we're going to do is we're going to toggle this. It's already set so that the torches are always on. What we want is we want a pulse of sorts, and I'll have to check to make sure whether or not a stone button is good enough or if I need the wooden one for the longer signal. That's not going to work. I'm going to have to... Yep, there we go. I'm going to have to check to see whether or not... I'll just make sure I got enough in there so I don't have to worry. Okay. Where am I? Here? Yep. Alright. Swap that out for stone brick, because that's what I prefer. There we go. Alright, so we're all set up to kind of run our test here. We've got our button. And I'm going to press it. And just like that, everything will drop down and plant itself. And, or fall down rather, and be done. So, won't need to get into that. But we've got that nice pulse that where they wave down and then they wave up. And of course, I could continue this up. The only thing I'd have to do is back up these rows a little bit and be able to add more time in. I'm gonna add some time there. Want to make sure. I don't think it'll slow it down, but no, it won't. Okay. Alright, so the only way for me to actually slow down the hang up in between is to do this. This is going to be a pulse extender, basically. Actually, let's put those back. Yeah, we're going to do it like this. make it a little bit smaller. Alright, so what we've done is these will light up. This will come through, and I might have to make that a little bit shorter. I'll play with it. But basically, the signal will come in, cause everything to harvest, stay for just a second more to make sure everything drops down, and then it'll turn around and release the signal, allowing the pistons to extend themselves. So let's see. That's a little bit better, but let's see if we can't get a little bit more of a delay in there. I might end up adding 2 more repeaters. No, I think that's pretty good right there. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it like that. So, what we've got here is our working Netherwart farm. Whoops, don't want to put that in there. We've got our working Netherwart farm that we're going to go ahead and start planting. And want to thank you all for watching today. Don't forget to give me a like. It helps out tremendously. And until next time, I will catch you all later. Bye-bye.